गोपीनाथ जी,
नहीं नहीं, दिन में एक ही बार करना है। कल तू 14 to 13 था, 13 to 14 तक।
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
जी गोपीनाथ जी, आर यू
Okay, sir.
ओके? आई एम एडमिट द स्टूडेंट्स, मैं सब स्टूडेंट्स को एडमिट कर रहा हूँ।
हाँ
10 सेकंड में आप शुरू कर सकते हैं।
हाँ okay.
You can start, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Good afternoon to all. So, this session, I'm going to explain about principles of adult learning. So, this topic full related to teachers. So, as a teacher, you are going to take class. So, to whom you are going to take class? That thing is important. So your students is children's how to take class. Your students as an adult age, how you should behave, how you should handle the class. So that is very important. So this session will be very useful for those who are going to take class for adults. So generally, first we will start with what is learning. Learning definition is the various changes takes place in the behavior. So everyone knows. So something we are learning, after learning definitely some changes will happen either in knowledge, behavior change, emotional change. So any change, some change will happen in individual. These changes will be comes either by experience or training, systematic training. So this change of behavior is known as learning. This is the definition of learning. How step by step the behavior is changing. Now, in teaching, there are two methods are there. Pedagogy style, andragogy style. Pedagogy method means teacher-centered approach. So, in this method, what teacher explains or what teacher instructs, all will obey that teacher's decision. In andragogy method, just opposite of that, learner-centered. Teacher changing towards the learner's interest, learner's position. That is where learner-centered approach. So there are two types of teaching, pedagogy teaching, andragogy teaching. Now, what is the definition of pedagogy? Pedagogy is the art and science of teaching children. So it requires a special art and followed with some science. So based on the science, the teaching can be do effectively for children. So that is why art and science of teaching children. So regularly the teacher who handling the small children, suddenly that teacher cannot handle the adults. Those who are handling the adult classes, suddenly he cannot handle the children's. So there are a lot of difference between these two categories. And just opposite of this, facilitated learning, that is a learners based. So just it is art and science of helping adults to learn. Here, since the students have some maturity level, students have some learning resources, students have already gained some knowledge. So based on their learning resources, the student can able to learn themselves. So here the teaching will be slightly differs. So that is why this teacher who is going to take class for adults, that is it needs special art and science of helping adults to learn. It needs some special techniques. Now generally, how the children's growing from smaller age to uh, more age, from lower to higher. So the learning will be differ. I already told there are two types of teaching methods. So now what is the difference? Slightly we will see the difference between these two methods. Pedagogical training means teaching children. Andragogy training means helping adults to learn. Here trainer centered, learner centered. That already I shown. So school children's full and full, they are full and full teacher will explain everything, each and everything. Student just blindly they will follow the teacher's instructions. Learner center already they have knowledge. Just a teacher going to give the hint or idea. With that hint, the student will develop. So that is a learner centered. Third one, transmission of knowledge, what and why. So here the knowledge newly teaching, since it is a beginner's small age. So the knowledge will starts with what and why. Here in andragogy, knowledge, skill, what, why, when, where. So deeply they are reading in andragogy. Here fourth point, learner is comparatively passive means they are inactive. Learners, student side all are inactive. They don't have any freedom to speak because it is a lower age. They have zero level knowledge, so they cannot think or they cannot modify. So that learner is comparatively inactive. Whereas here, since they all are adult, learner is participative, active. So the learner is full and full based on his interest. One who will learn very fastly, quickly. One who has less knowledge, he will read slowly. But participation will be active. Fifth point, responsibility of the trainer. So here in pedagogical training, they have the trainer, the teacher has a full responsibility to teach. In adult learning, there is a joint responsibility. In some cases, in adult educations, student may have uh, higher age than teacher. So in such cases, due to this age difference, teacher is less age and student has a higher age. So there is no meaning of dependent. So the teacher will give some freedom, independence, and also the teacher can share their ideas jointly. They can share their ideas. That is a joint responsibilities. And then formal assessment by trainer. So everything will be formally. Here, andragogical training, all are self-assessment related. So even the students itself can do evaluation individually. But whereas pedagogical, formally, the teacher should evaluate. 7th point, dependence. Here always dependent on teachers, whereas here independent to teacher. If teacher not available also, student itself he will read because he already has some basic idea. With that basic idea, the student will have ability to develop. 8th point, behave in few ways. So since it is a lesser age, he cannot behave in extraordinary. His behavior will be in few ways only. Here in adult, there are capable of behaving many ways. There are lot of uh, behaviors will be changed. Shallow interest. Here there is no interest, but here deeper and longer interest. Since the students have the maturity, the interest level automatically arises among them. So there is no need of special motivation. So student itself will have motivation, self motivation. 10th point, short term perspective, long term perspective. No future thinking. But in andragogy students, they all are dependent on job. They wanted to go quickly for a job. They have some plan, future plan. So they want to achieve it quickly. So their perception, their perspective in a longer time. But here, there is no such a thinking, future planning. So that is the difference between these two. And next to 11th point, subordinate position. Always since age difference lot and also is beginners, subordinate position. But whereas andragogy, equal position. In some cases, students have higher age, the more than a teacher's age. So superordinate position. Lack of awareness of self. So that is since he doesn't have maturity, 12th point, student doesn't have maturity level. So they have lack of awareness of individual. Here adults have the maturity, so they can get aware and control over self. So their awareness level will be high. 13th point, so in a pedagogical method, learners will have extrinsic motivation. Externally, someone should motivate them by awarding or by conducting some competition. Then only students will learn. That motivation level will not come from uh, individually. Whereas here, intrinsic motivation, the students, they individually will have motivation, no need to do external motivation. Since the students have the maturity level, students have the future plan, student have the very well awareness, so they have the intrinsic motivation. 14th point, learning environment is formal, that is systematically, formally. But whereas adult education, Informal, they can sit in a round table or group discussion, or they can conduct a study like that. Informal, like this, informal learning. So whereas formal learning in a classroom setup, all will sit in a row, teacher will stand in middle. That is a formal, that is a informal way of taking class. So these are all the difference between pedagogy and andragogy. Now, what is the learner-centered process? So I already told andragogy, the adult learning is an self-centered process or learner-centered process. So all depends on the learner itself. So that is a learner-centered process. No expecting the teachers instruction. Students itself individually they will start reading. That is a learner-centered process. So here in this I have some few points. So first one is intention of learning. So since the student have some intention to learn, there is have some purpose for this learning. So based on this purpose, student will learn. And also reason for learning. So after this, what is the future plan? After this, what I should do? So they have with reason, they will learn. That is a learner-centered process. Teacher no need to motivate. Teacher no need to explain everything. Student itself will know everything. Student know the reasons why I want to read, how to read, after this what I should do. So everything learner will know. So that is a learner centered process. Then domain of learning. Different domains. In all domains, knowledge, skill, attitude and understanding level, the learning rate will be increased. Whereas small children's, their learning rate will be not even in all areas. If knowledge increase means skill will not increase. So attitude will not change. So all areas will not be uniformity. Whereas in our andragogy adult learning, the domain of learning in all areas will be uniformity. Since they have the maturity, since they have already have the basic learning experience, with this they will develop in all the areas. Then kind of learning. So in what kind of learning? Instrumental, communicative, emancipatory. Emancipatory means living freely. Freely. Just a teacher will not be strict. You can sit in front row, you can sit in last row. Teacher giving some freedom to the students, that is emancipatory. And then instrumental, communicative, proper communications, proper teaching aids. With the help of this, learning automatically increasing. Then learning styles, no single way of learning. So there are lot of learning styles are there. The student individually will learn. Student may refer internet, student may refer, go to library, refer books and learn. So student does not depends on teachers. So students individually they will learn. So that is why here there are lot of learning styles. But whereas pedagogical method teaching children's what they will do, if teacher not giving notes, student will not read. If there is no books, student cannot able to read. But whereas adult learning, once teaching completed, the student will not depend on books or something. He will definitely, with his own idea, he may develop, or if required, he may refer externally. Mode of learning, input and action learning. So there are different modes of learning, input and action. So all type of mode the students will develop. Entire process begins. So that's why all the process, learner-centered process begins with the experience of the learners. So these all the points will get some experiences. With these experiences, students will learn, adults will learn themselves. So that is a learner centered. So learner will ask, sir, I want this. Sir, you explain this. Sir, I don't want the basics. I want more explanation. Because he already read somewhere or already completed the basic level education. Now he wanted to do further educations, or he is pursuing the higher education. In higher education, definitely students will be interested to know more. So definitely students are interested to get more knowledge, more idea. So with this interest, with some experiences, he will learn automatically. So this andragogy, okay, this andragogy who has developed, who has found? This originally has been found by German educator in 1833. Later, this became popular by American educator Malcolm Shepard Knowles. So he is the man who encourages the adult learning. So Mr. Malcolm Knowles' theory of andragogy is an attempt to develop a theory specifically for adult learning. So he has attempted, or he has developed the theory exclusively for adult educations. So he only the man who found that there should be some difference between children's education and adult educations. So Mr. Knowles emphasized that adults are self-directed. Since all are matured, self-directed, and expect to take responsibility for decisions. So they itself can take responsibility. They itself can take their own decision. So there no need to get full uh, dependent. So they should have some freedom. So teacher should give some freedom. So this American educator have found the way. Adult learning programs must accommodate these fundamental aspects. So as per this Knowles, adult learning programs, wherever in whichever education, it should be accommodated some fundamental aspects. Fundamental aspects means some assumptions and principles are there. So one the teacher who follows that fundamentals, definitely the student will get benefited, and teacher students relationship also will be smooth. So first we will see assumptions. What are the assumptions of adult learning? So Malcolm Knowles made 5 assumptions for adult learners. First, in 1980, initially he made 4 assumptions only. Later he developed one more assumptions. Assumptions between andragogy and pedagogy. Assumptions means like self concept, adult learner experience, like this. So he wanted to make clear idea, because since the students have the matured his or her self concept moves from one to being a dependent personality. Self concept. So individually the student can think the concept and he can develop individually. That is a self directed human being. There is no need of controlling, there is no need of monitoring deeply. The student itself, they will maintain the self discipline. So self concept, they can understand the subject in their own idea. Second assumption is adult learner experience. As a person matures, growing reservoir of experience. So since that is the in a lower education, the student have read all the basic education and student have completed all the basic educations. He has some reservoir of experience. That experience will be increased through their further experience. So adult learner experience. So the adult will compare with the previous experience. The adults will match the previous knowledge, and they will match or they will increase the learning facilities. So readiness to learn, third point. Third assumption is they should be ready. Teacher no need to repeat again and again, listen here, like school students.